Hey everyone, it's Fitz with your daily delivery. Hope you're doing well. I am very good. I am very good. As you watch this, I think, it depends on when you watch it, honestly. I'm headed to New Orleans. Not like hitchhiking, I'm flying in a plane. But that's what I tried to do last time I went to New Orleans. And of course, that was the great Southwest Airlines fiasco of December of 2022 and ended up driving. I just want you to know this, that if something goes wrong in my air flight attempts this weekend, I ain't going. I'm not driving that again. Nope, not doing it. Not doing it. But I have a thought going into this game that kind of ties into some news. We'll get to that in a second. I got to remind you to please subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit the thumbs up, leave those comments, and I really do want your feedback on what you think of the NCAA proposing the redshirt eligibility similar to what football does. What I mean by that is, in football, you can play 4 regular season games, 1/3 of your schedule, and still redshirt. Usually it's a freshman, but sometimes it's an upperclassman that might want a redshirt. 4 games can still redshirt. That's a generous amount of games. You translate that to basketball, and we're talking 10 games. But I think that a third of the games is a good number because it allows you to get a little bit of feel for the game without burning that year of eligibility. Why do I bring this up? Because one, I think if things go right in New Orleans, Kansas State could play a bunch of guys, but they're also limited by their road numbers. They played 79 or 80 guys in that opener and not a single freshman. So they're going to need to find some time to get some of these true freshmen on the field, but I don't know if any are even going to New Orleans. That's how deep this team is this year. And that's impressive. But now the NCAA is considering doing the same thing for all sports. And why they don't have it for all sports is beyond my understanding. In basketball, you could play 10 games out of 30. And my thought is this: if you redshirt a kid nowadays in the current environment, there's a good chance they might just pack up and leave in the transfer portal. But if you let them play a little bit, you got 10 blowouts, you'll play them, you let them get a bit on the court, maybe they're going to feel closer tied to the program. Baseball could use this, volleyball could use this. Every sport could use the opportunity to be able to play athletes that plan to redshirt a percentage of the games and still be able to redshirt. Now, of course, last year, you got to remember, they finally clarified the postseason. They originally were giving out waivers, and then by the end of that, they just said, you know what? Championship games and bowl games don't count. You can go play in them. So if you go to a championship game and a bowl game, you can get in 6 games as a freshman on the football field. Now, I don't know how they'll handle that for the basketball realm. Do you really let them decide, okay, well, you can go ahead and play those young players if you need them in the postseason, be it your conference tournament or the NCAA or NIT. I don't know how they'll handle that, but I think they need to make this equitable across all of the sports. Give players an opportunity to learn and grow in their redshirt season by playing in games in which they might be needed, or it simply isn't competitive and they can get on the field or court and offer a contribution while the frontline guys rest. I'm all in on having some added eligibility. In fact, I wouldn't really mind just saying you got 5 seasons to play. You can go play 5 seasons. And you know what? With the transfer portal and opt-outs and all of that, people going to the league, not many people will do it, but some will. And with that, you don't get an injury season. If you're injured and miss a season, well, that was your bonus year. But if you're injured and miss 2 seasons, then we can talk. It'll clean up a lot of paperwork for the NCAA. But I'm just a guy wearing a shirt that isn't red. I don't wear red shirts. Ironic, isn't it?